So chapter 5, as you know, it's about introduction to networking. So what we did so far, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, see it's in blue. It's about PC engineering. Now, chapter 5 and 6, it's let's say introduction to networking. Introduction to networking. So we are still with chapter 5. Last time we did check that, so we did check the definition of an IP address. An IP address is a number to identify you or to identify a PC, like your passport number or your cell phone number. And to identify a network or to identify a device, we can assign manually. Let me check. Yeah, for a device to get an IP, you can assign manually. It means ourselves, we give an IP, we type. We call it static IP assignment. Or you can get your ID or your IP address automatically or dynamically via a device called a DHCP server. So a DHCP server is a device in the network that will automatically assign, you see here DHCP. DHCP enables automatic assignment of addressing information as IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and other configuration. So what does it mean? It means, let's say you have this kind of network. This one can be a file server, or I can change it, DHCP server, DHCP. Sorry for the noise, I'm training a lot here. That's why I started late also. So a DHCP server, it's a device like that, so that any devices in the network, he will send all information we need, IP address, default gateway, subnet mask, and any other information. Because when you power on your PC, for your PC to communicate in the network, it needs an IP address. So when you power on your device, it's going to ask the DHCP server, please assign to me an IP address. That IP address can be valid for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. If it expired, it's going to request again. For example, if I come here to view my IP address, to view your IP address, in the search here, you click on it, then you type CMD for command prompt. Then to view your IP address, and you type IP config /all. So let me get some questions for you here at Essentials. It's here. What are the 2 ways a device could get an IP address? So the 2 ways are, you can manually assign or dynamically assign. So when you assign manually, what is it? When you assign manually, we call it static IP. This document, I'll send it to you later. No? Or you can get it dynamically via DHCP. So physically or manually, you open your PC. You see yourself, you can type it here. You can type manually. 192.168.10. Yourself can assign all this information you enter manually. We call it static address. You see here on top, static. Or we can get the same information automatically via a DHCP server. You see here, DHCP. Yeah, so these are the two ways a device can get, or a PC can get an IP address. So question number 2 here. What is a DHCP server? So a DHCP server is a device in the network that will automatically or dynamically assign IP addresses to the devices. So we can read this one quickly and we continue. Okay, so these are the two ways a device, a PC can get an IP address. So we did check the definition, and also any device in the network needs two types of addresses. And we did last time, physical address or MAC address, and logical address. Why these two addresses? So you see here you have a PC. If you want to send, if you want to go to internet, your data will reach the switch. The switch will check your MAC address. Then it will go to the router. Now the router understands only IP address before you go to the internet. That's why a device needs these two addresses. One that will be managed by the switch, one that will be managed by the router. And we did see that logical address or IP address, we have two groups, IPv4 and IPv6. We did see an example of IPv4, and we checked also an example of IPv6. So if I take mine here and I type ipconfig/on, I'm going to copy it and I'm going to ask you a question. Why do you need to use that comment? So we use that comment to check some settings, like my IP address, my MAC address. So it's a comment to view some properties on your network interface card. If I press enter, I'll see a lot of adapters. And because I'm using a network cable, I come here. Ethernet means also network cable. If I was using Wi-Fi, you see here, then you come here, Wi-Fi. LAN is local area network. It's let's say a network in a classroom or in a building. You see. So because I'm using a network cable, a physical network cable, so you know what a network cable is now? If I come here and the network cable, now these are some examples of network cables. So you plug one at your PC and one to the switch. You see. You take one connector, you plug to your PC at the back of your PC, and the other connector you plug to the switch, like here. You see this PC and the switch. Now you take a network cable, one will connect to your PC, one to the switch. switch. I'll show you an example of switch. Yeah, so a switch is a device that will bring all the PCs in one place. Which is too small. Let me say Cisco. Else, let me show you this one. Yeah, you see here, this is an example of switch on top. So that's why it's an example of switch. So each port will be connected to a PC. You take your network cable, you plug one, you plug them in. So this switch can support up to 48 PCs. So you see here, I only have 2 PCs connected to this switch, So this switch can interconnect up to 48 PCs. At the bottom here, we call it a router. So a router is a device that will allow us to go to the internet. So the router is a device that will allow us to go to the internet, like here. The device that will allow us to go to the internet. So you see here, you have a PC. They're all connected to a switch. The switch is connected to the router, and the router will allow you to go to the internet. This is how it works. So to view, I come to my network interface card. So on a PC, how to find it? Network interface card. Image. Yeah, so on your PC, you'll see at the back of your PC, you'll see search port. You see now? Search port. So you use your network cable to plug in, and the other side, the other connector, you plug to the switch. So if I tap here, PC, I'm trying to find something. Yeah, so on your PC, you'll see such thing. So if you see it, it means you have a network interface card connected. Okay, anyway. So when I'm in, I can see that I have my physical address or MAC address that will be managed by the switch. I could see my IPv4 address or logical address, like your cell phone number, you can change it. Now, I also have a DHCP in my network. It means if I need an IP, the DHCP will send it to me. Then I get an automatic or dynamic IP address. No one will come to my PC to enter, to type. No, I'll get it automatically via the DHCP server. So this IP, you see, that IP that I received is valid from today, you see, 9:50 when I connected, and it will expire on Friday this time. So when it expires, my PC will request again a new IP. This is how it is. Okay, we continue. Yeah, so we know this OSI, you can skip for now. And we did check also, when you have an IP, you're classified in 3 classes, class A, class B, and class C. We did check that last time. We say that if you have such IP, how will you know it's a class A, class B, class C? How will you know that? We know that because you take the first here, the first block, and we check it fits in which range. See here, 68 fits in this range. Then we say it's a class A. If you take this one, for example, we focus on the first block, 177, you can see that it fits in this range, then it's a class B. And you continue also for class C. Sorry for the noise, and it's raining a lot here. That's why you can hear a background noise. Okay, now when you have an IP, so let me ask you a question. If I give you such IP address, is it a class A, class B, or class C? So who can tell us?
I think it's class A.
Why?
It's between 0 to 128.
Very good. So when you have such IP, you focus on the first block, 100. Then you can see that 100, 100 is between 0 and 126. So it's a class A. Now, if I give you this 200 now, this IP, is it class A, class B, or class C? So that IP address starts with 200. So is it a class A, B, or C? So we can see that 200 fits somewhere here, right? It fits somewhere here. So we say it's a class C. So anytime you have an IP address, you focus on the first block, 200, then you go check here. 200 feet here. So we see it's a class A. Yeah, so what we are doing is really important because chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, it was about knowing PC engineering, knowing your component, your PC component, your monitor, your cabling. Now, we need to interconnect to link now your device in a network. You have 3 PCs, you need to connect to a switch, you switch to a router, that to go to internet. So to connect a PC to a, you need to connect a PC and to a switch, you need a network cable, And for a PC to communicate with any device in the IT to communicate, they need what? They need an IP address. So I'm doing a recap for people who just joined. So any device in IT to communicate in the network will need an IP address. So we did see that an IP address is a number. It's like your passport number or your ID number. Any device in the network to communicate needs an IP address. Very important. So it's a unique ID or number to identify you. It's like your cell phone number. If you don't have a cell phone number, no one can contact you. And we did see also, so these IDs or these IP addresses, we have two classes. So this file I'll send to everyone now. So at the end of this session, or maybe this afternoon, I'll post the recording and also I'll send you this file. We have IPv4 and IPv6. We did see that this is an example of IPv4, an example of IPv6. And we have three classes of IP address. For example, if you have such IP, how will you know it's a class A, B, or C? You focus on the first block and you check it falls in which range. Here, 68 falls in here. So we see it's a class A. This one, this IP, 199, it falls here. It fits here, so we see it's a class C. We did see also that for a device to get an IP address, you can assign manually. We call it static IP. Or you can get it dynamically or automatically via a DHCP server. We did see that a DHCP server, which is a simple network, is also a device like the PCs and printers, but he's there to assign automatically IP addresses to the devices. We call it DHCP service. So I'll send you the recording and also refine. Now, also when you have an IP address, there is something called private and public. Public is a good IP for you to go to the internet. The router can use it. We say it's routable. Private IP cannot be used to go to internet. We say it's non-routable. Now, how to identify a public and private? Let's focus on the private. So for a class A, if an IP starts with 10, automatically it's a class A private IP addresses we cannot use to go to internet. For a class B, if it starts with 172.16 until 172.31, we say it's a class B private IP address. The router cannot use it to go to internet. We just use it for labs and to play around in it. Yeah, so please check these slides and I will continue. So all this information, if you go in your NetAcad, the NetAcad is what? Is our online learning system. So if you don't have access, please let me know for me to register you. So you tap netacad.com. On top right, you click on login and you enter your email address. But to use it, I must register you in the system first. So if you don't have access, contact me. Send me your full name and your email address for me to register you, for you to get access to here. Yeah, so when you're in, then you could see your course. So here you go down to chapter 5, it's the networking concept. You click on it. So when you click on it, on your left side, you'll see all the sections, and on the right side, the content. So please, it's very important to start reading the introduction. Very important. It will help you to understand why you should study chapter 5. So I'm going to zoom it for you to read for now. It's very important. You can read 1 minute and you continue. Okay, so so when you get here, you can read. Please don't wait for anyone to tell you to study. Yeah, just study. We do 1 chapter per week. So please study. When you are done, you go on your left side. If it's full green, it means you finished. Now you go to section 5.1. Types of network component. You scroll down, you see. You start reading. If you see something that's very important, you can write it down. You make your own notes, your own summary. This course is international, coming from America, from US. So the certificates are also international. Any way you present it, they know about it. Then you can check your understanding. You click. You must read first. So this quiz is to check your understanding about what you did see on top here. So if you read well, they ask a question about that. You submit. This is your answer. You can close and can show the correct answers. See, this is the correct answer. Okay. Okay, so I'll be back in 1 minute. So you can also check the conclusion for now. We are not done yet, but I just want to check something by my side here. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Okay, one sec again. I was changing offices. Share. Okay, we continue in 1 minute. Um, go down. Okay, I'll be back in 1 minute. You can check again the summary.
Mhm. Yes, so any questions regarding what we did? Any questions? Okay, if no questions, yeah, I think we can end for today. And on Thursday, we're going to finish. On Thursday, we're going to finish. So this afternoon, I'll send you, I'll send you this file, and I'll also send you the recordings. Yeah, so Thursday, we finish chapter 5. We're going to finish chapter 5 on Thursday. Then on next week, we'll start chapter 6. Yeah, so next week, we'll start chapter 6, applied networking. So we'll do that on Tuesday and Thursday. So we'll do a chapter per week. Tuesday, part 1, Thursday, part 2. Okay, thank you so much, guys. So if you don't have access to this system, please send me your full name, your email address, and I'll register you. Also, please don't forget to do your chapter exams. After each chapter, you have an exam. You can do it many times. The mission is not yours. Let me close it. Yes, this is yours here. So at the end of each chapter, you have a test. See, chapter 1, at the end, you have an exam. You can do it many times. It's for grading. So if I check the grade book, in chapter 1, see, we only have 6 students who did it. So please do, because for grading, because at the end, you need a certificate. You see, print certificate, but you must finish all your chapter exams for you to get the certificate. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for today, and we'll be meeting again on Thursday. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you, and have a good day. Okay, bye-bye.